You hear the girls, I mean, they're just not having it. All right. Well, it is August 15th. It's Friday the 15th. We are about 12 noon, and the girls are active. I plan today, it's been about 2 weeks since I started feeding with the sugar syrup, and I plan to try and go through the colonies and just check and see their status. Is everyone queen right? What do I need to do? So I'm going to start on the end here, work up the front. I'm going to start here on the end with this Apimaye that I did find a virgin, and I marked her. So we'll see how this is doing. But the last time I tried to get in here, they were just really angry. All of them. I mean, they were pouring out of the top. Really hangry, I will say. So we hit a pretty good dearth. Now, I think with all the syrup that's been on, and maybe Mother Nature's providing a little bit, they might not be as testy today. If they're still testy, well, I might just check a few just to spot check some things. But let's start digging into this Apimaye right here, see what they show us. No syrup in the top there, and that was filled. Well, I like the behavior already. They're not coming up at me. Last time I was in here, the girls were just pretty upset. Now, the purpose here is I want to come down in here and I want to find brood. This time of year is just so critical that you make sure everything is queen right, that colonies have adequate food. Just so important. Hopefully I find brood, and there is. There is. So this colony here is queen right. Excellent. Oh yeah, look at that pattern on there. So capped over brood. This is going to be merging out here soon, and the population's going to go up. So this colony will be on the upswing at the perfect time. They'll end up with a field force at the most critical time here. Oh yeah, look at that. And you see the behavior. You know, a little while ago, these colonies were angry and they were hungry. I know I'll get a question and they'll say, why do you have buckets on and you have supers? The frames that are in here, they will get equalized throughout my apiary. So colonies that do not have a lot of honey stores, I'm going to utilize these stronger colonies to work for my whole yard. That one hurt. These larger colonies are still getting the hair worked up, so just, I mean, I expected that today. Larvae on there. Oh, that's a sheet of larvae. That is a fantastic frame. You can see all the larvae down in there. That's a great frame. There's the queen. Queen right there. So we are queen right. And it's going to go back together. This hive, I don't need to see any more. Girls are still a little hangry. They're a little better, but they're not quite as bad. You hear the girls, I mean, they're just not having it. All right. We got brood. Yeah, that's a good frame right there. Okay, now I'm on the far end with the resource colony, and we'll see what they're doing. They do have some syrup on. Oh boy. It's a beetle infestation. There's 1, 2, 4 small hive beetles. Now, if both of these sides are queen right, that means the entire front row, set aside from the hex hive, I have not checked that yet, but that would mean that the entire front row is queen right at this point. Oh, there's a nice little brood pattern on there. When I'm going through these colonies and I see a behavior, basically how they're acting in my yard, and I see that, some of the queens basically just slow up with laying, it tells me that they're in a dearth. They are not going to lay and lay and lay if they don't have the adequate stores coming in. But it's okay. I've got the syrup on them. There's the queen. She really developed into a nice sized queen. Oh. I tell you what, I'm thankful that didn't go right down into my hive. Man, that quart jar come right off and it spilled on the out. Whew. Okay, there's brood there. And the queen is there. So, okay. Good. Throw this back in here together. They suck down their bucket. Man, I may toss another box on them just to give them space. I don't know. I'll see by the weight on this super right here. I could use a little bit more. Oh, that's good. There's nectar on there. Or syrup. I mean, that very well could be syrup that they've brought in. I like seeing that on those outer edges. Now, I would imagine that when we get into this center where most of the bees are clustered at, that we'll see that right there brood. Now, this is a 2024 queen, and you look at that brood pattern on there. That's why I keep some of my queens. I mean, just look at that. Well, so there she is. Okay. So my queen is in here. I probably will add another box onto this. Okay, this next colony is my only double deep that I have. It is a combine that I just never converted it over. So at this point here, I probably will leave it. And then in the springtime, I can just shift a box somewhere else. And that way I'll have an easy split. Oh, look at that. Queen right there. Well, I forgot to put an excluder on this one, and look at that. So my queen is up here. All right, this is my infinity colony. This has the infinity frames from 21st Bees. Yeah, that's nice. I tell you, I really like these frames that Michael does. They are just so solid. I tell you, I can start to smell some of that alarm pheromone, if you all know what I'm talking about. It's just the girls are, they're worked up today. Oh my gosh, that frame is heavy. Oh, good. One more frame. Good deal. Next one looks really nice too. Good. All right, well, I am done with the inspections. Now, there's a handful of colonies that I did not check, and I did not check the hex hive either. But, and I apologize for the girls being worked up, but all the colonies that I did check, they are all queen right. So that's fantastic. Now, I'm just going to get out of the yard. I'm going to leave the girls to simmer down. Their attitude should improve here shortly just because, well, I anticipate us entering into a little bit of a flow here soon. There's still a little bit of syrup on there, but overall in the last 2 to 2.5 weeks, they took 3 gallons of syrup. So they were hungry. Overall though, the yard, well, there's a lot of bees here, so I'm going to check the hex hive probably another day. I just want to let the girls simmer down for right now. But you all take care. Appreciate you watching. And until the next one.